Morning, Peter. Happy New Year. We're at Norwood. I just wanted to give you a video update of where we are here. CJ Renovations, Home Services, I guess, had taken some time off. His mother had gotten sick and had to have a couple operations. So he wasn't here for a while, taking care of different stuff he needed to do. But he did get here Saturday and actually worked yesterday, and said he's hopefully going to be able to get some time into this. His mother has kind of stabilized, so he's hoping he can get himself back to work. But as far as we are here, he's been plugging away down in here. Cleaned all out. The walls are, I thought that we were going to have more water as it is here and has been. The only spot we saw a little water coming in was along this edge here. And out in there, kind of trickled out through there a little bit. But throughout over here, even in this corner, I thought we were going to definitely be having water here. Nothing laying. Obviously, there's moisture around. So that's nice. I think on this wall, over here in the mechanical room, it's all pretty solid. I think we're going to be able to basically re-dry lock it. I'm not sure if that's what they have on it, dry lock or just paint, but it's all pretty solid over there. And then as you get over into where it was covered, somebody put a coat of stucco on it that they must not have bonded it or cleaned the wall, so it didn't stick so well in a lot of spots. And there's some cracks along. And as you go along, so Chris will go through here and get the loose stuff scraped off, see what we're looking like. I think we'll be able to just kind of patch and go here without a full skim coat of cement. I think just patching it and floating it in will make it look appropriate here. He's been taking old wires down. As you can see, it's the ceiling is cleaned up quite well. On this side especially, lots of wires crisscrossing every which way through here that he's brought down and to different lengths. Here's one here. There's a few around that are just dropped down right now that we'll end up using for lighting and some receptacles down in here. And I had on my mind 3 receptacles going down this wall here, spaced out somewhat evenly, kind of one about here 4 or 5 feet off the back wall, same on the back side, and then one in the center of all this. And these 3, and maybe one under the stairs here, just to have a little light under here. Maybe those 4, I'm thinking it'll be on one switch, which will be here. He actually put the box in here already. There'll be one switch for this side that I'm standing on, and then the other switch will be a 3-way switch, which will control a light here at the bottom of the stairs, and then a light over in the laundry area. We'll put a light here near the furnace, so we can have some light there when it's getting worked on. And we'll tie that light into that switch as well. Hot water tank is gone. Got that out of there. There was that old refrigerator that was there. I actually helped him get that one out on Saturday. And the one that was upstairs, we had to take the doors off and such to get them out of these smaller doors in the house. So they're gone. So it's opening up down here. He took all the cable wire down that was in the basement here. There's probably a mile of it. All different kind of panel here. There was a panel there with all kinds of cable stuff. We just got rid of all that. So it's kind of cleaning it up down here. And I see he is working on getting these old galvanized water pipes out of here. And there's our new shutoff that we had put on the city side of the meter. And then this will eventually turn into our new water supply. Furnace is still looking messy as hell. Working good though. We'll get that cleaned up. Let's see here. Our crawl space. Now our half bath is going to be just out here inside this crawl space. So our plumbing will probably pop through this window and into this main stack. There we go. Into this main stack. The toilet's going to have to get dropped down. It's toilet flange upstairs because there's been so many floors and it's been built up so many times. So I'm thinking we should probably just, because we're going to have a new plumbing coming in, a new toilet coming into this. The vanity as well will drain into this. So I'm thinking we'll just replace this with a piece of PVC. We can take it apart at that bell housing right there at the bottom. Put a new piece of PVC. Then we can get two different couplings here that'll accommodate our main toilet, main shower, which is that guy, and our new toilet and vanity to come in there. I think it'll be easier than just replace this whole piece and go up into the kitchen wall, which is right up in there. You can see our kitchen sink is right there. That ties into that. So I think we'll take the new just up above that, and just replace the 8 or 10 feet of it with new PVC. And that'll make sure all these drains are cleared. Step over here. This is where our utility sink, washer dryer area were right in here. They actually had them kind of sitting up on this slab, one of them at least. I think the washer was sitting up on that. And they have electric and gas for that. So we'll probably save both. We'll mount the electric to the wall over there somewhere. Whether you go with gas or electric, we'll probably just keep them both there for whatever the future might hold. But it's a nice basement now. A lot of space down here. Nice, all wide open. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at down here. And when we do the lights, we'll stick in a few receptacles. At Apple Ridge, we put receptacles like on the center beam. I would say we might put one like here, there, and down there, maybe 3 receptacles just to have some power down here to work with. Looks good, all cleaned out. Okay, so now we'll go upstairs. We started getting this tile out of here. That's proven to be, he hasn't told me it's difficult, but I can kind of see. Got all the tile up, but the subfloors are hanging on pretty tough here, looks like. But what it looks like, if we get all that off of there, that we could be able to catch this parquet floor right here with maybe a piece of 1/2 inch plywood. Not 100% sure how it would work out over there. We'll have to see at where it meets the hardwoods there. So I think this little transition will work out pretty good between this addition and the original kitchen. I think we'll be able to get this floor nice transition. Tough to describe kind of what's going on here. A lot of water damage. A lot of subfloor water damage. So we're going to get into all that and replace what has to be. I picked up material to do this beam. So Chris has got his mind wrapped around what we're doing there. This wall here between the bath and the kitchen, when we get that beam in, there is a jump. This was the kitchen wall, actually came to here originally, and this new wall is out here. If you can see the edge of it, it's kind of in between those 2x4s where that wall comes. So in a lot of these bases of this wall is water damaged. So I think what we'll do is take these studs out. They're 2x6s now to accommodate the main stack. If we turn them, I think there's 7 or 8 of them, into 2x8s, keeping the bathroom wall in the same spot, that will bump this wall out to be even with that green wall, so that our new kitchen wall will transition right across there. Nice straight wall. And our beam will tuck in, back in that wall. And same thing over here, we'll tuck it right inside that wall. I think that would be our best option for that. Okay. And this room is just a room. A lot of cigarette smoke damage. But other than that, looks great. Obviously, all our windows are getting replaced. The bathroom floor, again. Water damage here. Must have been running out the side of the tub somehow, but there's some damage at the bottom of that wall. And obviously we got a hole there, and this is pretty tore up through there. So I think what we'll do in this instance is we got our hardwoods over here. That's a 3/4 lip right there. So I think what we'll do is we'll take out our damaged, inside the bathroom, we'll take out our damaged original subflooring, that stuff there. We'll get over into this wall too, because it's kind of a little bit punky underneath that wall. You can see this guy's got a lot of damage. So does that one. There's damage on that guy. We'll take out what we need to, probably come back. Actually, this is, so we'll probably actually come back and take this punky stuff out, replace that with a piece of 3/4 subfloor. I get us back out. There we go. And then put another 3/4 subfloor in this whole bathroom, and that'll bring us up to snuff right there, even with the 3/4 flooring that's out there. So when we come through with our new flooring, not that this bathroom will be the same as that, but our transition will be smooth. There's the old toilet flange. You can see it's about almost 3 inches off the original subflooring. So that's how much flooring was in here over the years. Okay, but that'll all get replaced. And like I say, we'll bring this main stack up above this guy, get rid of it there, hook a new PVC to that. Then we can have fresh elbows coming out for our vanity, for our kitchen sink. And at that, actually at that, maybe we might even bring our sink from our, depending on what's easier. The sink from the half bath could come through the wall maybe to that and connect there, or it'll drop into the basement and connect into the main stack down there. Obviously, we'll get rid of those water lines. Like I say, Chris has already got that working downstairs. So that we'll have all no fresh water lines coming up through here. And that'll tighten us up in here pretty good. And while Chris is here, he's figuring out our electric, trying to get this breaker box labeled so we know what's going where. I believe in another video maybe I sent you, I kind of might have talked about, maybe I didn't, but being kind of sparse receptacles throughout here. This room has 2 receptacles, one there, one there. Not code anymore for sure. Code nowadays is you have to have a receptacle for every 6 foot of wall you have. So technically there should be one there, and probably would need one there. This room's kind of the same kind of thing. We got one receptacle there and one over here. So we'll have to think about, or you'll have to think about what you might want to, if you want to add a couple receptacles to these rooms. Ceiling lights. Do we want to get some ceiling lights in there? We could do the same type of thing we did in the upstairs Apple Ridge here, is just get power to the center ceiling and have a remote switch, and that would save us pulling some wires. Same situation here. It was a little easier in Apple Ridge because we could get to the ceiling and pull our wires a little easier, but it can still be done here. No, we'll just have to come from rethink it a little bit and see where everything falls. No light in the living room ceiling. There's probably, what do we got here? We got 1 receptacle, 2. There's a 3rd one on that wall. This exterior wall has 1 as well. So there's 1, 2, 3, 1 on each wall in here. Again, no ceiling light here. Kitchen has those ceiling lights, but you might be doing some cans and stuff, so we'll get that straightened out. I'll get some accurate measurements too here on what our walls are gonna be here. There's that little bump out in the corner for the chimney chase, so that'll affect our kitchen a little bit. But it's gonna be pretty wide open in here for sure once we get this guy out. Now over here we kind of got that same deal. I'm just kind of noticing here as far as we got about 2-inch difference in this wall. I think we'll just put that little jog in. I don't want to get into widening this wall at all. So I think when we get to that, we'll just do a little jog. Maybe we'll even, for the beam, maybe we'll even bump it out just a touch, just to give it a little bit of a dimension, maybe. But maybe not. We'll keep it as flat as we can, probably would be a better look. Half bath is kind of blocked off to get a good look at now with lumber. But I know we want to do, obviously, a toilet in there and a small, narrow wash sink. I believe we told you in the email we got the siding from Karen's brother, and that's in New Hope's garage right now. On these doors, these flat panel doors, they're all in good shape. Okay, here we got 1, 2, 3, 4. The bathroom one is here. Now this 6 panel was the basement door here. Over here we got a flat, all flat panels over here. So all the flat panel doors are here. They appear to be in good shape. I'm not sure on this project if you want to just go with the flat panels with new handles and possibly new hinges. Or we can, clean up and use the old hinges as well. Sometimes on these older houses, it's, depending on where you want to take it, again, you could possibly leave the hinges on there. There's nothing wrong with them as far as functionality. And upstairs, what we got going up here? Got kind of everything exposed up here. He's got this, the planter tore down. Okay, just looking at that guy, seeing what we got. Lots of that kind of stuff. These older houses, who knows how many people have worked on the electric, but I always like to, on these ones, we need to kind of figure out what's what and check everything, make sure we feel comfortable about its safety. So up here we're talking about redoing this ceiling. We were gonna do 2x4s across this way and then re-sheetrock this upper part. The sides are smooth. There's power to that fan. Now up here, I'm not sure. We're probably going to want to do a ceiling light in here, or maybe a couple ceiling lights through here. Maybe cans. Maybe cans could be nice because we're going to lose another 2 inches when we come down with our fresh framing for our new ceiling. They make the new can lights are so slim and they just fit into a little hole. So we might not even have to dig into this existing. There's probably, the insulation they used back then was grainy and probably would just run out of that ceiling. So if we could stay out of that a little bit, but whatever it takes. And receptacles up here. Again, same kind of a situation. And this is a pretty good sized room here. No receptacles on that end wall. One here, one there. Nothing. There's one there. There is a receptacle in this guy that runs these couple lights. We'll have to think about that, whether we do something along those lines for lighting in here, or if I hate to start getting into this stuff, but we'll see what we can do, see what we decide and what's feasible here. No receptacles over there. I thought one might be handy there. I don't know. You got a table over there and want a clock or a light on it. Over here could be a little office area possibly. There's only one receptacle there. Well, there's actually one there, but they brought power from outside. And that wire looks dangerous, so we're going to get rid of that for sure. So maybe we want, one or two receptacles right in this area. Like I say, it looks like a pretty good spot for a desk possibly or something. And then over at this corner doesn't have any, so just something to think about. I mean, up here I could see possibly adding, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 or so receptacles. And of course, we'd have to see what's on our existing receptacles up here. Are they grounded? We're not sure on that yet. But it would probably entail maybe pulling another circuit up here between the lighting and receptacles. I think we could have decent access pulling one up through this chimney chase and down all the way down to the basement through there. So that's kind of where we're at right now here. Some stuff to think about for sure. But it's headed in the right direction. It's nice to see some of this junk and stuff out of here. And hopefully Chris can kind of get himself going here a little bit. This guy is very loose. We'll have to see what we want to do with that. Do we want to try and fix this thing? Do we want a half wall put up around this thing and get rid of all this railing? It's all somewhat shaky. You know, you could do a wall or half wall around this thing, and then just do a regular rail up it. You know, this is coming apart here. I mean, it's a cool railing without a doubt, but you know, just a wall might be better, possibly. Something to think about there as well. Like I say, the bedrooms in and of themselves are in good shape. Sheetrock, walls, ceiling, all nice. Obviously, when we change our windows and such, we'll end up with this trim coming off. And when that happens, you know, if we save these doors, save this trim, we could match this trim. I'm not sure if they make this exact one. This one's kind of wide, but there'd be something that would match it real close. They make a 2-step and a I think a 3 or 4 step casing. I think this is kind of a 4-step casing. So it would match it close if we didn't want to take these trims off all the doors to match. I don't think that's necessary in this instance. See, like actually this room has ranch casing, which is smooth. And that other bedroom has 4-step casing. There's 4-step casing here. This casing got taken off. These casings are already gone. So we'll think about what we want to do on those casings. You know, most of them are actually off now, so maybe all fresh is best, rather than trying to make what we got look nice, just to save 1 or 2 door trims. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Hopefully we'll get this out of here sooner than later to get a better assessment of this floor and how we're looking. I think it's going to work out fairly good as far as coming across there and probably meeting here. And like I said, I think we got the bathroom kind of figured pretty good to make that work out nice for flooring. I got to pick up some more material for him, some subflooring to work with, some different stuff. But and I did pick him up some electric cables, and so he can be pulling some stuff and getting that lighting set up downstairs. I got some boxes and some lights. Okay, let me know if you got any questions or where you might want to go with some of this stuff that you electrical and that kind of stuff, electrical doors, and we'll go from there. All right, Peter, we'll talk. Have a good day.